everybody? It's Monday, February 5th, Monday following the race. Kind of trying to tell myself it's a light recovery run, so I'm allowing myself to walk. But what I'm finding is after the race and after the mental boost to my motivation, to be honest with you, the fact that I came in third place in my age group is telling me this half-assed cobbled exercise program that I put back together for myself is working. So now I just got to tweak it, adjust my diet, and I think maybe starting either Wednesday or Thursday, if my 5-year-old Garmin with very limited space will allow me to load an interval program, I think I want to spend some time working on my intervals to widen my gait. I kind of do a quick shuffle when I run. I need to widen my gait, and so I think I'm going to work on that, as well as just putting in more and more miles, trying to increase my distance, so that when I do run these shorter races, I can have a more enjoyable result. But it's getting dark. I'm trying to get home. I don't want to get ran over, so I'll talk to you tomorrow at work. So ever since last week, since my coming in third place in my age group, I've actually felt pretty good and pretty strong. I think Thursday night, I'm pretty sure I ran like a 10:30 mile, but I didn't start my grind until I got to where well over a mile. Like, what the hell? And then I did a slow last mile after that. Friday at lunch, I took the day off from walking just because I wanted to change my schedule up a little bit. I didn't want to get burnt out on my work schedule. I just needed a change after going 2 miles at lunch damn near every day since November 2nd. So I've been putting a lot of miles in at work. Today is Sunday, I think the 9th? No, Sunday the 10th. Anyhow, it's Sunday. I think it's, I don't know, hold on. Okay, it's Sunday, February 11th, and as you can see, I'm out, and I'm only 0.70, so a little under 3/4 of a mile in, and my right knee is saying, nah, dude, maybe you should give me a little break. The last time I felt like this, and I continued to run, it was my left knee got angry 4 miles into an 8-mile run. Instead of turning around and heading back, I pushed it. And when I did that, I couldn't run for almost 2 months because I really fucked my knee up. And my right knee is not too happy. And to give you guys a little history on me, I skateboarded every day for like 18 years. I'm not talking about like just rolling around and skateboard. I'm talking about like amateur level, trying to do my best with the dreams of coming to pro, which I never even got remotely close to. But I'm just saying I had that motivation. So I was out doing grinds and ollies, ollieing gaps and finding places, and I would just go out and skate for hours on end. And so my knees and ankles are pretty fucked at being at the age of 45. I did that for 20 years. No, 18 years. I started snowboarding during that period. Snowboarded for 12 years. So my ankles and knees had a lot of wear and tear on them. So now at 45, when I feel this, most of the times, it's just regular pain, like whatever, just push it through. But today it kind of feels like more, hey, this isn't just old man. Yesterday I had to go change my sister-in-law's tire, and she was in the dirt, and I was trying to get it down low, and I think I might have tweaked my knee yesterday. So I'm saying all to say this: I think I'm going to listen to my body for once. Instead of risking further injury, I'm just going to walk back to my house. I'm going to take the long route home, maybe try to get in 2 or 3 miles just walking, maybe putting a little jaunt into it every once in a while. But I think the smart move is to call off my 10-mile run today, and then I might take a few days off from running. I've been running pretty consistently 3 or 4 days a week, 3 miles a day with the occasional 2-miler, pretty consistently. So I think I'm going to give my body some recovery time today. I'm just going to walk this out. I'll do my 2 miles at lunch tomorrow, but I don't think I'll run tomorrow night either. We'll just play it by ear. So I'll check in with you guys on my next walk. What's up, y'all? It's been a while since we've been together. I want to show you I have still been running. Everyone, I show you I've been walking at lunch every day, except for today. I finally went and got my hair cut after a month, but maybe we'll get into that later. But I've been running. I've actually been, I think last week I signed up for a very cool virtual race. Now, I know a lot of you are saying virtual races kind of suck because they don't hold you accountable to your miles. Well, this particular one is through a company called Metal Madness out of the UK. And as you run, you have to upload proof with your mileage. So I include screenshots of my Garmin walks and runs. Now, the primary reason I signed up for this particular 5K is because of the theme. As some of you know, I host a World War II based podcast called the What's the Scuttlebutt podcast. And as some of you know, it's the 80th, June 6th will be the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And so I thought it was cool when this thing came across my timeline. It's in metal. In the background is a map of Normandy, France. More importantly, Utah Beach and Omaha Beach, that whole area. And it says D-Day, 80th anniversary. It has a P-40, has a Mustang, I think, on it. It's got a plane on it. And so the theme is the 80th anniversary from D-Day. Now the mileage is 82 miles. And so you got until June 1st to get in 82 miles. I'll get it done way before then. And then they send you the medal with the D-Day badge on it. But the cool thing is as you track your miles, it'll show you where you're on the route from the Allies landing in Normandy and the route they took. And right now, when I checked in yesterday, I'm outside of Carentan. I think I'm 14, 15 miles into it. So I already went up the landing beaches and down and around. I'll show you some of these screenshots. But it's cool when you get to certain checkpoints. It'll say, hey, on this state, the Allies did this in Carentan, or Saint-Mère-Église, or Saint-Mère-du-Mont, and all these places. So it incorporates World War II and my passion for all things World War II. And so I thought it'd be cool at being in it, 80th anniversary of D-Day, in my hopes to actually get to go up to Ohio, to Conneaut, Ohio for the D-Day run. So I've been doing that. I've been doing my runs, my walks. I haven't been video recording them because, quite honestly, I have been going through a spell of some depression lately. And obviously running is good for depression. But this is like the depression that hits you when you first wake up in the morning, and it hits you on your drive home from work. And so even though I've been running, I've just been dealing with some demons and depression to the point where I just stopped caring about everything. I hadn't cut my hair or even shaved since Mike's wedding. I finally told myself to stop, in the words of David Goggins, stop acting like a little bitch. And so I went and got my hair cut today and tried to start with the simple things such as caring about your parents again. Still haven't shaved, you guys can't see it, but it's probably one of the longest my beards have ever been. I was supposed to go to a World War II event this weekend anyhow, and so I was planning on shaving, cutting my hair this weekend anyhow for this World War II event, but that got canceled because I had to go to work. So I was like, okay, why bother? But I forced myself to go out and get a haircut today. Now I'm going to force myself to put in some miles, see if we can burn away some of these boo-hoo woes me thoughts and get my head on my ass and get shit done. Because living in depression every day, it just isn't fun and it's not productive and it affects everything around you. So I'm going to put the phone away, get back to running, and I'll catch you a little later. went to turn on my more motivating playlist. I'm now a mile and a quarter into it. I'm just going to do 3 miles tonight. I got a new pair of shoes. I finally got the Guide 15s. I've been threatening to talk to you guys about shoes, but I've been wanting to wait till I got a new pair of shoes. Now I got a new pair of shoes. We're going to talk about shoes, but we'll talk about shoes later. Yeah, so the other night when we last talked, I ended up going 6.5 miles. Felt pretty good. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast where he's talking to an ultra runner. He was talking about the importance of running under bent knees and how when your front leg, and back leg for that matter, but when your front leg strikes the ground, you don't want to be straight-legged because it sends shock waves up and can cause injuries. And you want to have your knees bent a little bit so that it's kind of like a shock absorber and it disperses that impact more gently throughout your body, thus minimizing fatigue and allowing you to run longer because your ankles and knees aren't taking such a beating because you're not straight-legged. And so the other night I focused on that and it seemed to work pretty well. So I'm focusing on that a little bit tonight. But we just got a quick run in for tonight. Temperature's finally getting decent. I just got a t-shirt and shorts on tonight. No long shirts. Still got the sock hat on. It's still a little chilly. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Didn't walk at lunch today. See, what happened was, I've been looking at getting a Naked brand running belt for a while. And I blew the zipper out of my running belt when I ran at 6.5 miles that night. And so yesterday when I was walking my 2 miles at lunch, I got my time in pretty quickly, so I stopped at the run shop in Cape Coral because it's in my daily walking route because I work 2 streets over from it. And I picked up a Naked running belt, but sadly I haven't lost enough weight in my weight loss journey to fit a Naked belt. Well, they have a size 11 is the biggest they have. Size 12 is the biggest they make. Because they don't fasten. It's literally a single strap with a little bit of tension on it that you step into like a pool noodle. So it doesn't clip, doesn't zip up. It's just a single piece that you can tighten a little bit with some bungees. And so they only make it to a certain size, which is fine. Just more motivation for me to lose weight. The good news is when I returned that Naked brand belt, they had Saucony Guide 15s, which I've been looking at on Amazon, and they were on sale. And so I exchanged my running belt that didn't fit me, paid an extra $25-30 and left with a new pair of shoes. And so I'm testing those out. So I'm going to get back to it. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Later. So it's Sunday night following the 9-mile run from yesterday, and I felt pretty good yesterday. I could have probably got another, I want to say honestly, maybe 2-3 miles in. It would have been painful, but I could have got it in. I had the energy and I was in the mindset. But I just killed it at 9 because I got the 15K coming up, and that's what I want to train for. But today's Sunday, and we went to a birthday party, and I ate like shit yesterday. So I ran 9 miles, and then I had a bunch of pizza and shit last night for dinner. And then today, we went to Carrie's family's house. I had some awesome cooked Mojo pork, black beans and rice, but I did eat cake and shit. But I've been drinking soda all day like an asshole. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna go out and do an easy shakedown run. I got a mile in and my feet and my calves are killing me from the 9 miles we ran yesterday. So I just came back and I'm limping through it. Yeah, I guess after you do a pretty long run like 9 miles, probably behoove your body to take an extra day off. So I got my mile in. I'm gonna go in and work on some videos. Now, I've been using these running belts for quite a few years. You can get them on Amazon. They're neoprene. They're nice because they expand. But the problem I keep having, it's the third one I've had, the zippers blow out. Now, I will say the last one I had so long that I wore a hole in the back. The zipper blew out. I've also used a few of these, also kind of small. This one's Sariana's. So even though I like these because they're small, once you put your phone in them, they kind of blow up anyhow. So today I picked up this. This is the Nathan's Marathon 2.0. Now you can see it's fatter, but once again, once I put my phone in this guy, it blows up to the same width. So I'm hoping, since this won't be under the pressure of that one, that this is a better quality pack, I'm hoping that this thing holds up a little longer. So we'll talk more about this later. I just want to get a nice shot of this guy while he's brand new before I got him all sweaty and grimy. What's up, y'all? So it's Friday night. I'm going to Bradenton. Gotta get up around 7 in the morning. I think it's like 10:30 right now. Gotta get up 7 o'clock in the morning, pack up my stuff, and head up to Bradenton. I'm interviewing a World War II vet. He's 103 years old for the What's the Scuttlebutt podcast. But today, it's payday. So today I registered for my first ever 14K. Now I'm not saying I never ran a 14K before. I've ran 9 miles plenty of times, but I've never actually ran a legit registered 14K race, and it's a trail race. Obviously most, if not all, my running's done on sidewalks. However, my 4 Savage races and my 2 Rugged Maniacs were essentially trail runs because they were in the grass and in the woods. And the Savage races are 7.5 miles plus the obstacle courses. So I do have experience of running 7 miles in the woods. And so this is actually here in town. It is to raise money for a outdoor youth camp. It's called like Gator Swamp School, something like that. So this is like the Swamp Gator 15K. I think I'll put the name up on the screen. I have a hell of a time remembering the name of it. Maybe that's a sign for them. I understand they're trying to name it after their school, but if the person who signed up for it after looking at it for 2 weeks and talking about it can't remember the name of it, then I don't know. But anywho, so that's, I think, the middle of April. So I got a few weeks to train for that. Still got my running vest on. I have been looking for new ones, like Nathan's or Salomon, or what's the new one? Something Direction. Anyhow, I'm glad I bought the cheap one because it lets me know what I like and what I want. For example, if I wouldn't have bought this guy and realized that I really value those side pockets, I would end up buying one of those Nathan's hydration vests that has no sides on it, just because they're less expensive than the full vest ones. And I would have never realized how much I utilize these side pockets. And so now I'm trying to find a reasonably affordable Nathan running vest that has the sides on as well. So, because I really like, got the 2 water bottles up here, got a zipper guy right there. I put my trash in, put my stingers over here, put my gushers over there, and then when I go on like a long run, I put the hydro flask on the back and also get room in the back. And so I like the layout of this vest. And this is a cheap $30 vest. It is kind of small on me because all the advertisements and all the photos I've seen of this appear to be like Vietnamese or Korean runners. I think the name on the back is Asian. So even though this is the large one, it's kind of small on me. And so that also gave me the ability to check the fit, figure out how these things handle. So anyhow, already got a mile in. Tonight's just a keep it warm run. I ran 3 miles last night. Also, I'm running tonight because I want to check out my new running belt that I got. It's quite comfortable. I'll give a review on it after I've ran in it for more than just 2 miles. But I'll get this mile done so I can go do my interview tomorrow. And talk to you later. What's up, y'all? Just give me an update. It's Sunday night. Didn't run Friday. I think I walked 2 miles at lunch Friday. Friday night I came home, recorded an episode of What's the Scuttlebutt podcast. Got up, went to work Saturday, which luckily with my new job I don't have to work too many weekends, but this weekend then I got up, went to work Saturday at 11, worked until 7 p.m. onboarding a new ear, nose, and throat clinic. Actually, we did 3 yesterday. and got up at 7:30, went back into work today, onboarded the last clinic, and then rebuilt our network closet. Came home, took about an hour and a half, 2-hour nap, got up, went to Publix, got a sub, ate that sub, waited about an hour and a half, and now I'm out running, which my stomach's not too happy about, running on a Publix sub. And I have a tendency of doing that from time to time. I'll go out running without giving myself enough time to digest heavy foods. But when I do that, it just reminds me of the episode of Band of Brothers where they were told they didn't have to do PT and they ate all the spaghetti and they were forced to run Curie. So when I run, and I've actually vomited twice from running after dinner, but when I do, I just remind myself of that. But I'm at the beginning of my mile. I'm doing my whole run walk procedure to break my feet in, get my ankles and knees more balanced. I am focusing more on running under bent knees, or over bent knees, I guess. Try to adjust my gait, which is supposed to dramatically minimize knee and shin pain. You need to figure after 4 years of running out how that shit sorted out. But we learn stuff all the time. And so I'm gonna get back to running, and we'll check back with you before I finish my run. What's up, y'all? I haven't recorded in quite a while. Doesn't mean I haven't been running. I have been running. And if you can tell, I cleaned up my appearance. You know, last time we talked, we were talking about being down in the dumps. Just not feeling it, right? Well, best thing to knock you out of that is spending 7 hours in the emergency room being tested for a heart attack, which turns out I didn't have. You can hear the full story on an upcoming episode of the What's in Your Head podcast. But it's a good way to knock you out of a rut. Anyhow, it's Saturday morning. I think I'm 7.5 miles in. My goal for today is 9. To be honest with you, I wanted to do a hell of a lot more, but Carrie and I are going to try to get on a fishing trip this afternoon. So I didn't want to blow my whole body up, not being able to fish later. But I did commit, haven't signed up for it yet, I will on Friday. I did commit to a 15K trail run. And so I'm working on my distance running so that I can complete that. I will say that this morning sucked. And for the first 4 miles, I was trudging out 14.5-minute miles. So it must take me 15 minutes to do a mile. But right now, down in 12 and 13, which still isn't super fast, but I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm just trying to get some miles in. So I'm going to get back to getting some miles in. So this morning when I went to run, I filled up my regular hydration soft bottles with the stem and the sucky tube. And I was getting ready to run. I noticed they were kind of gross. I need to get to Publix and get a straw scrubber. But I knew I had these guys. Came with my running vest I never used. They don't have the straw. They just got the sucky ends. And they work well for keeping the air out. So when you're drinking, you're not swallowing a bunch of air, because that's important. That's the nice thing about these soft bottles is they work on vacuum. So it minimizes that. But I will say I prefer the one with the straw, even though the straw allows a little bit more air in there. The straw adds for rigidity. These things tend to sink down when they have less fluid in them. So they end up sinking down and kind of bouncing in your pack. Whereas the ones with the straws have rigidity. So even if you run out of Gatorade, they're still pretty much keeping their same stance.
This has been a Digital 410 production.